Hello, Chiquis. Thank you for coming back to Self Esteem Part 2. If you have not listened to Self Esteem Part 1, we highly recommend you listen to Part 1 before listening to today's episode. We are going to be breaking down tea time and some tips on how to fix or how to deal better with your self esteem in today's episode. So, let's just jump right into today's episode and enjoy.
So, speaking about self-esteem, if we don't have high self-esteem, it's low, duh. What are the effects of this, right? So, when you have low self-esteem, your mental health can suffer. Frequent negative self-talk can harm your mental health. People with poor self-esteem are very critical of themselves. They have difficulty moving past challenges and mistakes. It may lead people to isolate themselves because they want to protect their self-esteem. It's very bad. We cannot do this. They neglect standing up for themselves because they'd rather stay quiet and put space between themselves and their challenges. But in reality, self-imposed social isolation only hurts them more. It keeps people deep within their comfort zones instead of seeking new opportunities or hobbies. And why is this bad? It's bad because it can contribute to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Negative ways of thinking can stop efforts to build confidence or self-worth, and negative thoughts also hinder efforts to develop a growth mindset. This is bad. So if it's getting really bad, maybe therapy wouldn't be so bad to consider, because we want to, mental health is very important. Self-esteem contributes to mental health.
Yeah, and then if you're struggling with your mental health, that also affects your body. So how about we just go into tea time?
I say let's go for it.
It is tea time.
Tea time.
So tea time is when we answer one question that has been submitted to us by one of our listeners.
And today's question was sent to us by Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you.
Their question is, how important is body image? Well, very. So I did a little bit of a sleuthing, and we found Wellness in Mind .ca website from the psychological service, and it was very interesting. Negative body image has become so common that many people who work in this field refer to it as a normative discontent. It's bad. Normal unhappiness. Like, that's basically what it means. Because obsession with appearances are so much part of the fabric of our society that we fail to see how problematic our attitudes towards our bodies are, because everybody thinks this way, don't they? Basically, right? So our society is obsessed with thinness. We're bombarded daily with unrealistic beliefs that thinness is healthy, easily achieved, and attainable by all. This is not true. We're not all going to be thin and just, I hear some of these models, they don't even eat. They have cotton balls. That's what they do. Cotton balls that they dip in like something to fill up their tummies. This is bad. I know.
Terrible.
And it's terrible.
This, know that.
Oh, girl, you don't even know. Sometimes they just drink water all day. They smoke like a chimney to stay thin. These are not healthy habits. They're not good habits. And the majority of these stunning, beautiful people have very low self-esteem. A lot of these people do.
Yeah.
You know Holly Berry, right? Depression up the wazoo, stunning woman. I think it has something to do with her self-esteem. I'm not really sure, but I remember hearing about it as a kid, and I was very confused. I'm like, but she's like stunning. Like, I don't understand. So it's important. They were saying that children as young as 6 are now found to be expressing body dissatisfaction and weight preoccupation. By the end of elementary school, half or more girls are dissatisfied with their weight and shape. They're children. I don't remember caring about my gut when I was 6. Do you?
No, none at all.
No.
And it's very scary because, like we said, childhood trauma, and since childhood, that affects somebody as they grow up. So if children are worried about that, that's going to affect them as they grow up, because that's going to develop body image dissatisfaction, can lead to severe eating problems. And those kinds of things are it because I mean it's also mental health at that point, mental health issue. So it is very dangerous, and people with poor body image and poor self-esteem, are at higher risk for depression and is more likely to have poor health due to severe dieting or use of steroids. For example, because they don't like the way they look, people with poor body image avoid social situations, which can lead to social isolation. So it's a vicious cycle. Isolation, depression, low self-esteem are all significantly related to poor health. So yeah, body image is huge. Body image as in how you view yourself, how you accept yourself. We're not saying that body image is what they portray in social media. We're not saying for you to be thin, and that is what we're focusing on. It's just the way you view your body, the way you see yourself. You're all beautiful.
We just want you to be happy and healthy. That really is all that is.
You
That's
are
what's important.
beautiful the way you are, because really in reality what matters is your personality and the heart that you have. So as long as you're healthy and you're happy.
Well, I mean, yes, but like if you okay, so like let's say you don't find yourself that attractive. Let's say you're working on your self-esteem, right? But like you dress up so you feel good. And if you feel good, you feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like maybe if this is an issue you're having, maybe if you wear certain things that make you feel powerful or good about yourself,
I tell
you know.
you, when I put on a blazer, I am a different woman.
It's a power suit thing. Yeah.
I walk like I own the place.
And this is why I like my high heels.
Yeah.
People don't understand. Like, your heels are so tall. You're so tall already. That's fine. Let me feel like a graceful tree prouncing about.
Graceful, fantastic, beautiful giraffe.
Or a giraffe. Sure, let's go with that one. Dang, like you made me sound prettier. A tree. But trees don't walk, so that's kind of ridiculous. But
you are a majestic creature. You are a
oh
beautiful.
wow, whoa, thank you. That's so beautiful. That's one of the wow. That was one of the most beautiful compliments anyone ever told me, and I have proof of it forever.
Because it's poetic.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Laughing. Wow.
I
don't even know what to do with this information right now.
You are a beautiful, majestic creature.
Thank you.
I do. And you walk with confidence, and that's why people are intimidated by you. And that's why I tell you, I still am intimidated by you when we're out in public, just because the way you present yourself. It is very important to present yourself with confidence, because I was like, damn, okay, all right.
Wear high heels, girl. That's all you gotta do.
No, I am too clumsy for that.
We will work on it. This is not a problem. You know,
No,
I will
I
tell
do
you.
wear high heels. I wear high heels. I
So why are you
do.
saying you're clumsy at it if you wear them?
Because I am, and I live in fear of dying while wearing them.
Oh my god.
Just
You know
kidding.
what? I'm gonna give you a solution. Ready?
No. Please give it to him. Give it to me.
I'm done with you. Wedges or espadrilles.
Oh, yeah, no, I love wedges. I have wedges.
For those that don't know what a wedge is, imagine a stiletto.
A big sandal.
Wait. No, let me explain. You have a stiletto shoe, so that's the thin high heel. Now imagine that thin high heel gets fatter and connects to the other part of the shoe. And it's all like one block. That's what a wedge is. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's the only way I can explain.
People know what wedges are.
No, they do not. I found that out 2 weeks ago.
It's a tall sandal. How about that?
That's good too. We could do that.
I went from being very poetic to calling you a beautiful, majestic creature to saying a wedge is a big sandal. That's how my brain works.
You're fine.
So we hope that this has helped, Anonymous, and we hope that you love yourself for who you are and that you're happy and you're healthy. So take a gander at the link if you would like. And that wraps up the tea time portion for today. So thank you for submitting the question. We really appreciate your support. Just a friendly reminder, tea time is officially closed.
All right. So I feel like we didn't really give a solution to this problem of self-image. So in harmony with self-esteem and self-image, there are 8 tactics that we found in the same article that help improve self-esteem. So I think this also can help improve self-image as well when I was looking at it. So that's why we didn't really give per se a solution or solution per se when we were answering tea time. We were just really answering why it's important. So this is going to help fix, ideally fix or at least aid a little bit in the self fixing or self health, self love,
improvement.
There you go. Thank you. Self improvement.
It's like self fixing. What's another word for fixing? Improving.
It is also quite late here, so don't mind me. But that's fine.
I don't think the listeners realize what times we record.
It's fine. They don't need to know. All right. So it's no easy task to build self-esteem, but achieving a healthy level of self-esteem can make a difference in your well-being. So these are the 8 things we're about to talk about, but don't stop there. Remember that the best way to achieve healthy self-esteem is to focus less on esteem and more on practicing self-compassion and improving self-confidence. All right? So first thing we could do, Mafi, do you want to take that? Or should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Write out a list of things you admire about yourself. Similar to the mirror thing I was telling you about, it can be very challenging. Don't get me wrong. Sit down, think about your admirable traits, maybe even awkward because it really is. But acknowledging your skills or things you like about yourself can improve your self-talk and your self-worth 100%. So try to keep a journal of things you've done that you've enjoyed or admired. Gratitude journals also work wonders for improving your outlook on life and recognizing what you have to be thankful for. So don't just write down any positive affirmation you come across or thing, right? Instead, look for relevant affirmations and consider how to accept yourself. What is it that you appreciate and admire? Remember these attributes when you notice your mind fills with negative thoughts, because you could go back to like, no. Avoid generic mantras like, oh, I guess I'm happy to be alive is kind of generic, but it's true. Like, I genuinely appreciate it. Yeah. Because I've been around death in my life. You know what I mean? So actually, I'm grateful. And focus on phrases meaningful to you.
Well, it has to be meaningful to you. Anything you're doing has to be meaningful to you. There's going to be a lot of things out there, but that doesn't mean everything works for you. Not one shoe fits all. It's like my gratitude journal that I have every night. My gratitude page. I write one gratitude page every night, which is just 3 gratitudes really. But it's from the simplest things to the biggest things. So, and it does help me have a better positive outlook in life. It does help a lot. So the next one is to stop being a people pleaser. People with poor self-esteem can feel obligated to say yes to requests. They often put helping others before their own mental health. This can lead to being easily overwhelmed, whether that's at work or in your personal life. That in turn causes a lot of stress. It's nice to be helpful and supportive when you can, but your self-esteem eventually suffers when you tie yourself worth to how much you do for others. Learn to say no to others. And we talked about that on season 1, the power of no. So please go ahead and listen to that one if you need a little refresher, a little help, a little push. That really helped me a lot because I was a textbook people pleaser, and I have learned to say no because my own self, being my own wealth and health is a lot more important.
The battery starts running out.
Yeah, it does.
You start getting like, okay, I can't. It's okay to say no. It's also okay to be nice and helpful. You have to be balanced. You have to figure out what your limits are. You can't overfill your plate. Yes, listen to the power of no, just like Mafe said, 100%. 10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Recommend. That's it.
Number 3, step outside your comfort zone. Those with low self-esteem tend to blah 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 blah.
I agree. Move on.
Thank you. Those with low self-esteem tend to avoid challenges and new opportunities, which is such a shame, honestly. This can be due to fears or self-doubt, but when you succeed in anything big or small, you show yourself that you can persevere through rough moments. So stepping outside your comfort zone doesn't mean that you have to throw yourself into highly uncomfortable situations. It just means that you're willing to try new things even if you enter difficult situations. And you don't have to go crazy. Like, you don't need to go camping in Alaska for a month and a half. Like, and you've never done camping or gone to Alaska, and you live in the nice beaches of Cancun, Mexico, and you work at a taqueria. You know, we're not asking you to do this. This is very extreme. But maybe if you live in Cancun and taqueria, and you always wanted to, like, go dancing, go dancing.
Go hiking in the nearby mountain.
Yeah, do that. Or maybe, I don't know, come to New Jersey in the winter, see how you like it. We don't have to go extreme.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
okay. It's small things to make you feel and try, and then you'll eventually get that efficacy, and you're like, okay, I could do this, I could do this, and it's nice.
Yeah, so speaking about doing things differently out of your comfort zone, stop comparing yourself to others. Your progress and self-worth shouldn't be connected to how well other people are doing. There will always be someone better at something than you, but that doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do or good enough. It's not easy to stop comparing yourself to others, but staying away from social media can help this effort. If you do scroll, remind yourself that people only share the best, like Mela said earlier, most flattering parts of their life online. Don't let likes on a photo dictate your self-worth. Practice an occasional digital detox to reduce your exposure. Appreciate your differences compared to others, but remember that you're not in competition with anyone else's progress. And we talked about this. We've talked about it in the other podcast too, but we're all different. So everybody's going to be different, and somebody's going to be jealous of you too. Somebody's going to want to be how you are, or do what you do, or speak how you want to speak like you do, or, you know, things like that. So,
And let's work on the jealousy, shall we? Let's tone it down a little bit. Let's be happy for others. Like, I think that's important. Some
mhm.
people just like, it's stressful. That's one. Two, what good is it bringing in your life? How about we are happy for the people and then see how we can better in that area, or
Yep.
how we can. And it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, well, they look like X, Y, and Z, and I'm A, B, C. Okay, maybe they look like X, Y, and Z. Thank goodness, because if not, it would all be boring.
Mm-hmm.
Let's enjoy the ABC that we are. Okay, how about we focus on that? What is so awesome about ABC? Not everyone looks like ABC. They all look like XYZ, LMNs, QRS is fine. Just let's
B,
stop with
C,
the.
D, E, F, G.
Let's just that needs to be piped down. The jealousy, 100%. That's exhausting.
LMNOP.
No one's asking for that. Let's be
That's right.
happy with ourselves.
Agreed. Very much
So,
agreed.
with that said, if you do work on your jealousy and you do try to become a better person without comparing yourself to others, sometimes it's difficult to forgive. But we have to forgive ourselves for past thoughts, no matter what it is. As you work
Mm-hmm.
to build your self esteem, you need to forgive yourself for how you treated yourself before. You cannot move forward with your progress without accepting that you used to judge yourself and others harshly. It's a hard, hard habit to break. Acknowledging this weakness exercises self compassion and resilience. By helping you see yourself clearly, you're building a more solid foundation when you choose to have a healthier relationship with yourself.
Forgiveness is so important in
100%.
everything you do in your life, with yourself and other people. But you have to start with yourself. Start with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You know how you're kind to other people? Be kind to yourself too. The next one is also to set boundaries in your relationships. So think about your boundaries. Think about what your boundaries are in your personal and professional life. To have higher self-esteem, you need to understand what your boundaries look like and how they align with your values. Plus, you'll need to think about how you'll respond when people cross them, because that will happen, intentionally or not. Setting boundaries is a way of not letting others control or take advantage of you and practicing assertiveness. Learning how to set boundary at work may look different than in your personal life. You can mute notifications when the workday ends to maintain your work-life balance, but you can't avoid your friends when you don't know how to be firm with them. Be patient, be honest. And if you do set boundaries, don't break them. Stick with them. It's gonna be very awkward at the beginning, but afterwards you're like, huh, I'm so happy, and you will feel so much better.
And don't let people push you to
Yeah.
get out of your boundaries. There's some people that will challenge you, and you just gotta be like, no, this is how it is. Sorry, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
done. This is
Yeah.
how it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being healthy or setting healthy boundaries. Like, it's okay. We can do this. Seventh one, celebrate your wins. I love this. Yay, celebrating.
Yes.
Victories come in all sizes and you should celebrate them all. Did you practice some positive self talk today? Did you banish some negative beliefs or face one of your fears today? Did you acknowledge, something? something happening that's different. Because doing this, acknowledging those feelings of confidence and pride and embracing them is super important. It'll help your self-confidence grow and show that building self-esteem helps you feel more comfortable with yourself. We want you to be comfortable with yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And like Melanie said, sometimes you need to, like, if you dress up or you do certain things that make you feel a little extra pretty. And that's how we kind of start tricking our brains into believing we are absolutely stunning and gorgeous, because we all are, but we're so harsh on ourselves, right? But like practicing some positive self-talk, I love that. Like I did my hair differently today. I put on some makeup and I looked at myself. I was like, hey, look at you, pretty thing. And then I started giggling because I was like, like a teenager, like
But
because I
you
did.
look beautiful. I
But
mean, you
I,
always are, but it's like
yeah,
your eyes are like
different.
fierce today.
It's different. I was like, I started giggling because I complimented myself and it felt nice, anyways.
Good. You
So
should.
along with that, being positive and having positive things around you. Number 8, let go of the negative people. It's one thing to let go of negative thoughts, but have you thought about letting negative people go? People you surround yourself with have big impact on your mood and level of self-esteem. If people constantly remind you of your flaws, make fun of your mistakes, or feel your self-doubt, you will have poor self-esteem. But letting those influences go will allow more positive encouragement and kinder thoughts to help grow your self-esteem. And once you identify someone's toxic traits, it's hard to see past them. I agree with this so much. People that poke you and bully you have the worst self-esteem, and they're trying to bring everybody else down to their level because they think that will make them feel better, but it won't. Let go of those people.
Let go. Just surround yourself with positive ones.
Yeah.
Negative ones are it's exhausting. You don't never leave refreshed. You never leave happy. Why are we torturing ourselves here?
That's
Now,
it.
if you feel there's an obligation, like as a family member or something, that's when you have to do the boundaries. That's tricky. It can be done. It just takes a lot of time to figure out how to do it in a very balanced and loving way for everyone involved. But it's possible. It's possible. So you need to get support on your journey. While you're learning to improve your self-esteem, you're going to have setbacks. You have days where your poor self-esteem will seem overpowering. Be patient with yourself. Progress doesn't happen overnight. It's not linear. It takes time. Celebrate that small stuff. If you find even just one tactic that makes a difference in your well-being, that's something to be proud of. Okay? And doing this will help you feel more motivated to guide your progress forward. It builds your self-confidence when you encounter any challenges. So get support in your journey by positive talk, friends, every day, something good. It helps. It helps this journey.
That's it. I agree. Set little goals. Celebrate your little life events and progress. Stand up for yourself.
And honestly, be kind to people, because I feel like that really does help with the confidence or self-esteem, because you get more pleasure in giving than receiving. And also the feedback's going to be positive and it's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel like, oh, okay, good, that's it. Let's do that. It helps. It really does help.
I agree. That is it for our podcast today. Thank you so much for listening. We sincerely hope you liked it.
We would love to know what you thought about our episode, so please feel free to leave a comment.
Please subscribe, give us a like, a follow, or a star rating. We appreciate the support. So please follow us on every social media platform at Chatty Amigas.
Thank you so much for listening, Chiquis. We'll be back every Tuesday with the tea.
Bye.